What's good, YouTube land? It's review number 500. Yay! And geez, apparently you guys want some Ultraman stuff. So let's take a look at this. The dual sword from Ultraman Decker. Ultraman Decker's crossover with Ultraman Trigger, which solved one of my biggest issues with Ultraman Trigger. Because if I had to do a review of the show, my biggest thing would be missed opportunities. Because you had a main character who's a botanist, and he barely does anything with that the whole season, besides try and grow one plant. Like, doesn't do anything else with it. So, what do you do when you have to put him in a crossover? You focus on the botanist aspect. Use it to save the day. And this is a nice bit of toy. So it comes with one hyper key, one card, and the sword itself with Decker and Trigger right there. And some nice features on the sides. Hey, there's Sad Pac-Man. Sad Ultra Pac-Man. And on the back are just some things it can do. So, I could just grab it, but I figure why not properly summon it like it does in the show. So, first off, the hyper key, the dual sword hyper key, or just the dual hyper key. Pull the pin, and there's nice pictures of Trigger and Decker. And I really like this translucent purple to mirror the purple that's on Decker's spacey chest plate. And in a recurring theme that's so far, it's a slight remold of the glitter trigger key. No, I still don't have Trigger Truth. I wish it came by itself. Don't take that out of context. But, I like this one. I like the purple. So, sounds are unfortunately very limited, being one.
Duel! Standby! Duel! Standby! Duel! Standby!
No other modes, no other sounds. So let's do this.
Dual sword! Dual sword!
What is going? What? Why?
Dual sword! Dual sword!
And here it is. I like this sword for the amount of time I've been playing with it. I quite like it. Damn it! I don't. What are other swords? Here's the sword from Kamen Rider that I didn't realize wasn't turned off. Oh, it doesn't have an off switch, though. Do I have any other Ultraman swords? Oh, yeah, I do. I'm not gonna go grab them. I'm totally gonna go grab them. For comparison, I also have Circle Arms and Taiga's Tri-Blade. So let's turn this on. The switch is back here. This whole thing is a battery section that takes my phone ringing, but also 3 AAA batteries. And design-wise, give you a good shot. I like the design, all the molding running through, and the fact that it's sort of got Trigger's blue gem, its color timer, in the this part of the blade, which has a feature we'll get to in a second. Shut up, phone. So, sounds. You do get 2 slashing sounds in this mode. Speaker's right there. That's pretty loud. I feel like the hole isn't my favorite sword design. Holes are preferred somewhere else. Like at the pommel, where you also have a slot for a hyper key. So we also need to pull out this, because this sword has a full scanning system. That only activates when you have a hyper key in. If I do this, if I just pull, slide through, nothing happens. But we will grab Trigger's card. Is Trigger multi. Nice standard image of him doing a thing. Unfortunately, the sword does not come with all the cards he used in his 2 episodes. His power and sky types, or the sphere card that he used to access Earth from Mars, because he was on Mars due to events that happened in a post-show movie that I have yet to watch. So let's just take this out, put that to the bottom, and we'll slide the card.
Dragon Multi! Duel! Superion
You get a sound for Superion break. And if I just do it again, I don't have to do it again.
Dragon Multi! Dragon Multi! Duel! Superion draw!
You get that kind of thing, where it reads the individual, and the other form of attack is a scram. So you get out of here. Go on, scram. Nah, I'm kidding. And we can leave it in the trigger mode, or it has a transformation. Kinda, if you can call it that. I wish there was a button to activate, but you kind of have to do it by hand and just spread the red handle.
Necromon!
And it reveals some spacey detail. and a color timer more based around Deckers, or looking like Deckers, which is a nice touch. I also like that these form a handguard. Like, that's a really nice touch. And you also, surprisingly, have two other different sword sounds.
Duel! Superion! Superion! Draw!
Let's reset that.
Trigger mode!
I feel like most of the internet is in trigger mode a lot of the time.
Decker mode!
Also, I feel like I should mention this. The tip all the way to these sides are soft rubbery plastic. And I just point out one of my slight nitpicks on the fit on this toy. These panels pop off way too easily. But the more I think about it, it's designed for children. If it didn't pop off easily, they would just break it. So it's actually a good thing that they pop off easily. But yes, it may be hard to tell, but those are actually different sort of slash sounds than when it's in trigger mode. But also, I really like, again, the purple from the spacey detailing, and all the card sounds are the same. So I could do triggers again, I can do all that stuff. But the thing I like about this the most is not only does it scan every single card and have sounds for every single card, no generic sounds, but it recognizes combinations of cards. So, for example, if we take triggers, nope, not. I wish I had triggers 3 cards, but Decker's 3 cards, we'll get a unique sound. So,
Ready! Decker flash!
and that's the misreading of a card sound.
Decker strong! Decker miracle! Ultra combo! Duel! Triple Decker strong!
Ooh, I could go for a triple Decker club right now. But yeah, you get sounds like that. If you scan cards that don't have a match,
Tiger multi! Tiger! Duel! Superion! Strium! Strong!
you get things like that. So what else can make a pair? Uh, for some reason, not Taiga and Zero, even though Taiga and Zero would make sense. But if you do Zero and Z, you get something interesting.
Zero! Set original! Duel! Master Zero Scrum!
God, that's loud. I'm gonna admit it almost sounds like it says Bastard Zero Scram, but that's a unique sound. I believe Zero and G to have a unique sound.
Zero!
I might be wrong about this.
G primitive! Duel! Zero G Scrum!
No, they have a Zero G instead of what would be Amerium Des, no, Amerium Wrecking Scram, and also Jeed and his father have a unique sound, which makes sense. Really?
G primitive!
Succession G'd Scram. Hold on. Do Zero and... I haven't tried this. Zero and Belial.
Zero. Belial. Duel. Tempest Trap.
They do. Tempest. Okay. I was not sure. But one that's fairly obvious. Rosso and Blue. And I don't believe you can scare... You can...
Buster Flame.
You can only scan one card at a time.
Blue Aqua. Duel. Crystal Scrub.
And I imagine if there's a Grigio card, they would probably do like a triple sound. So that's all the combinations I can think of for the hero cards. But you also have some, maybe one so far seen combination with the monster cards, which is these two, Agira and Wyndham, because they've all been in the show so far. So if I do this,
Wyndham.
and drop the card.
Nicholas.
Oh, Miklas, right.
Accurate. Duel. Triple Boss Club.
Get triple Mon Scram. And I just want to do this because I find this sound hilarious.
Spear Gamora. Spear Gamora.
Is it? Am I the only one that hears Sphere Gamora? But why is Gamora instead of Gamora? No, this is even Gamora. It's, Gomora. But I have to hear that again. And this is the only way you can scan the cards because the barcode reader is like right here, I think.
Spear Gamora.
Yep.
Duel. Spear Gamora. Nice.
And so that's all the card combinations I've found so far. I mean, imagine the more cards I get, the more sound effects we can find. But what else can we do?
Trigger Ball.
Well, no key actually make unique sounds in this thing. If I do,
Ultra Play.
like it's sort of like the trigger or the hyper keys know what to do, but they don't activate unique sounds in the sword. But turn the sword off, and we'll do one last thing since we have the card here. We can hear trigger sounds in. I want to do the. I want to do the thing where he summons it to his hand, but that would take editing, and I could do that, but I'm already too far. The Ultra D Flasher. Let's do Trigger.
Ultra Dimension.
Mirai no Kizuku. Kippon no Hikari. Ultraman Trigger. And that's everything you can do with this set, pretty much. So, do I recommend it? If you're collecting the cards, it gives you a lot of sound and a lot of interesting combinations. Kind of you can mess around and figure out things. Like for that reason, like I would recommend it because you kind of need quite a few cards to get like the most out of this. But on its own, it's a pretty fun sword toy. The card scanner is an interesting choice because they could have very easily gone with a generic, just press a button to activate a sound. But like I think they added to this toy's value by giving it a full reader and giving it so many different options like that. Like, and I'm sure there's a sound for triple trigger, thing like that. Like, so, you know, if you're collecting the cards and you want to get a lot more sounds, you know, it's not a bad toy. Sir, I've certainly seen a lot worse. And, you know, I like this key. It's unfortunately limited, but I just like the look of it. Overall, I mean, if you can get for under 100, I would recommend it under 100 because at least a lot of the eBay sellers I see, because I bought this off eBay and I got it for just around 80 Canadian, and I would say that's a good price. Like if you're going in on it, go it as low as you can. Overall, it's a nice package. So I guess thanks for watching for 500 toy reviews. Jesus, why have I been doing this so long? At this point, I don't know. I don't know. I just like talking about toys. So yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 reviews already in the pipeline, essentially waiting to film, and one on the way. Well, one of those is not here yet, but I ordered it at the same time as this, and it's going to take a little bit longer to get here because I specifically gave a date to DHL that I would actually be home to receive it during the week. So we'll get to that when we get to that. Um, I guess here's to the next 500. I don't know. Maybe before then we'll reach a. I want to say 500 subscribers, but I doubt we'll even get there. So maybe 300. And now maybe I don't know if I'll do something special with 300, but I wouldn't hold out for it. Eh, I don't even know what I'm gonna do next. So thank thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. And I love Ultraman. Ooh, what do we think of the leaked images of his new form? The I don't know if it's dynastic form. It's like it looked kind of cool. It's something like Dinah doesn't have. I'm interested how they're gonna incorporate into the show or release like a card or a toy for it. Interesting to see. But all we've seen are like a one leaked image online of like a still photo. Have that to look forward to. I am quite enjoying Ultraman Decker, the show itself. I'm still watching. And that, as I mentioned, that two-parter is better character for Trigger than Trigger's whole show. So until next time, keep it weird. Bye bye. Hey, an intentionally matching shirt. What do you think about that? Mustard sword. The ketchup and mustard sword with some blue. I don't know. Nothing in nature is naturally this blue. Yeah. Everything that is named blue tends to be a different shade of purple. No. Bye bye.